Here it is, boys, the toughest game mode in the game. We've got Chimps Mode here. We got to talk about Chimps Mode a little bit. Chimps Mode is a little scary, to be completely honest, for a lot of players. It's difficult to pull off for a lot of people. There's no easy way to do it, and one crazy thing about it is that space is actually very, very important here. So, like, wasting 2 Dart Monkey slots right in the middle of the map can suck for a lot of people. But that's what we're going to do here, guys. We're going to start off with a double Dart Monkey play. We're going to move into an open, unbelievable ninja druid combo strategy, basically. That's how we're going to go with it. It shouldn't be that big of a deal for us. One thing you can try to get, even though I don't necessarily recommend it 100%, is still your Heli Pilot. He's a great tower to have as sort of like a additive bonus tower, almost. Here he is. Let's get open down right, kablamo, right there. Sort of popping down a lot of random magic monkeys around this guy. We're talking about druids, talking about super monkeys, talking about ninjas. Maybe some alchemists. Maybe a wizard. We'll see how it goes, but it's going to be a magic monkey frenzy, basically. All right, and to start off, we're definitely going to do our ninja. So here he is. Let's go bam, pop that guy down, and we're good for a while. All right, believe me, man. Ninja open combo, probably one of the best starting combos in the game, or maybe a Dora ninja combo. Because then you just have every type of balloon popping power as well, which is kind of crazy. Up until round 59. Camel Leads are one of those ones where it's like, maybe. That's the only one you don't truly have easily, right? Excuse me, I'm burping up pasta or something, man. I had pasta for lunch. I don't think it's sitting all that right with me. I don't generally like pasta, by the way. Not a huge pasta fan. So for me, there's not that many foods that I don't like. You know, like I'm good with just about anything. I'm allergic to nothing, so that kind of opens up some possibilities for me. I'm allergic to nothing. There's not many foods that I'm just like, never try that. I'm even willing to try, like, the really, really weird foods. Like, if somebody came up to me and was like, you want some squid? Or you want some, like, weird poisonous pufferfish or something like that? I'd be like, well, as long as it's not going to kill me, I'll try your poisonous pufferfish. Like, heck yeah, dude, let's try it out. I'm willing to try just about anything once. I've even tried, you know, some weirder foods, like I've tried chocolate-covered crickets. That was actually quite fun. I don't know if I liked the chocolate-covered crickets, but I was definitely willing to try it. I definitely wouldn't say that I hated it. You know, I wasn't like, I definitely want more chocolate-covered crickets. But as far as, like, if the world ended and I had to, like, eat insects to survive, like, chocolate-covered insects isn't that bad, man. You fry those guys up and fry those puppies up, and I mean, anything can taste good, right? All right, guys, let's slow it down for a quick second here. We're going to get some druids going. So we're going to go for a, I don't know if I want to call it a druid army, but we want to get, like, at least 5 to 6 solid druids in here, all right? So what's the hotkey for druids? We got to figure this out. Here we go. Here's 2. Here's 3. You want to try and keep them in range of Bowman if you can. It's always good. Not a necessity, but you're definitely losing out on popping power if you don't have them in range here. Here's 4, and then look at that. We can get our 5th one right up here. Doesn't look perfect, but once we get our range upgrades here, we'll be completely fine. We're going to do that. We're going to pop a quick village in here in range of all of these guys. Pretty much a perfect village spot, man. Like, I think our ninja is not in range yet, but once we get that bigger radius, it's going to be solid. All right, so for now, it's all the setup game. It's not actually doing that much popping power. It's all for the setup. We're also going to pop in a quick double alchemist play, all right? Watch this. We're going to set you guys up real good here. Go for a double alchemist. We're going to go for a third alchemist. No way! For Chimps Mode, it is sadly necessary here. We want all of our towers to always be getting powered up, basically. So we're going to pop this guy in right here. And then we're going to go for some Thorn Swarm with Druid Reach, Heart of Vengeance, Druid of Wrath. And we're going to do that all across the board here. We're going to go Swarm, 1, 2, 3. And you're just going to keep doing it. Swarm, 1, 2, 3. Swarm, 1, 2, 3. Just keep going with it. Go with the flow for me, guys. Druid of Wrath here. And what you're going to notice, though, is that there's going to be one druid that's actually going to be more important than the rest. He's going to be the guy. the guy to go for. The master of disaster. The master of destruction. Another thing we should probably do is we should probably just do it now. We want to upgrade our village here. So again, this is all set up. Like right now, we don't even have that good of a defense. This is like okay at best. But soon it'll be very, very good. We're going to get jungle drums. We're going to go radar scanner. Now everybody's got camo detection for the rest of the game, which is pretty freaking sexy. You can tell our pop power's not bad either. I mean, we got it going for ourselves. This guy's going to be a nice, stronger stim alchemist. We're basically going to get all three of them up to stronger stim alchemist. And I might end up popping down one more druid somewhere. We'll see. I might end up putting down like one over here or something like that. I can't fully decide yet. Or maybe even down at the bottom here. I would not be against down here, even if he's not in range of the village. But we'll think about that for later. Here's one stronger stim. Here's a second stronger stim. And with these guys, you probably want to get the faster throwing as well, because we're really trying to alchemize a lot of guys here. All right, you're noticing a lot of our guys are getting alchemized. Our ninja's currently not, but like that's kind of okay. I'm actually good with just chilling with this guy for now, so I might end up switching him into like a middle path alchemist. But this is our basic setup. We've got 5 solid druids here. That are all bottom path druids, but now it's going to change drastically because we're going to go for the Populous druids. All right, now what's cool about the Populous druids is that they work great as a team. They power each other up. They make each one of the other ones shoot faster as long as they're in range of them. That's why the alchemist and the village are so important, because you want to make sure they're all in range of each other, basically. As you get up to 5 Populous druids here, boom! 5 Populous druids. You notice all these guys have the ×4 on them right here. What that's going to allow me to do is say, you know what? All of them are powering up the other ones. We have at least 4 times max here. I think, you know what? I'm just going to say, screw it. We're going to go for it, guys. We're going to get our 5th one here as well. Do I do it here or do I do it here? It's hard to decide, but I'm going for him here. Just because he's in range of the alchemist that I kind of want to power up. 1, 2, and 3 is what I'm thinking. We're going to get one last one up to Populous with Thorn Swarm. By the way, the Swarm is, I think, more important than the Hard Thorns. So we're shooting out more Thorns. Every single projectile we shoot now is getting powered up. And then we're going to go for our last guy up to Stronger Stim. Now, this is for round 63. Check this out. This is round 63. This is a tough freaking round. And what do we got going on here? We're dominating it. We're dominating. Now, I'm teaching you guys this strategy because I think this is the like, if you can't beat a map, you want to go back to a strategy like this. Just say, I've got these guys, they're good, we're going to let them go to town. All right? Now, the question is now what do we do after this? Do we really start saving up money, or do we buy some other random towers, or what do we want to do? I think your best bet is to either just go for that Sun Avatar or save up for the Avatar of Wrath. It's $48,000, so it is pricey. Don't get me wrong, I understand it's pricey and all that stuff, but totally worth it for you. All right? So for this first Chimps video that we're talking about here, I'm going to go mostly over this strategy. Again, with Chimps Mode, all you want to think about is not what beats round 6, what beats round 10, what beats round 15. We can't make any extra money in the game. We want to think about what can beat round 90. You know, round 85, round 90, round 95, round 97, 98, 99, and 100. Those are all tough rounds, and they require different strategies as well. For example, round 97, you need a lot of projectiles to shoot out and hit the reinforced, oh my gods. For round 98, you need a lot of grouped balloon damage or reinforced ceramic damage because you have so many balloons coming through. For round 99, you need to make sure you have a good amount of DDT popping power, which is also a very hard thing to get in this game. And then, of course, around 100, it's kind of like a mix of all of those. You still need a lot of projectiles to get to that bad balloon. So it's kind of like similar to around 97, but just that much more difficult. And still need that DDT popping power, but nearer to the end rather than nearer to the front. So think about all of that when playing Chimps Mode. What can I do to get myself good for the late game? Not just set myself up for round 80, but what can I set myself up for to get me through around 98, 99, and 100? All right, toughest rounds in the game, obviously, for very valid reasons. Round 98 is usually the one that kills me the most, admittedly. If I had to say which ones, 98, 99. Most, honestly, like, I can't decide which one's more difficult. Round 98 kills me more, but it's probably because my defense already sucked and we died around 99. Or I just build too much preparing for round 99 and don't think about the DDT popping power that or don't think about the group popping power that I need. So just do whatever your heart desires here. But we're almost there, guys. We're almost ready for this big, juicy Avatar Wrath, man. We're at $48,600 to get them. About $10,000 away. By the way, I'm still looking for different ideas from you guys. If you guys have any ideas for video concepts I can talk about, podcast ideas or things like that, let me know. I would love to talk about them with you guys. I kind of wanted to start off something very, very quickly with you guys here. In my previous video, I talked about possibly doing some sort of like podcast-like thing where I... so that, by the way, before I get to that, which one should you end up getting? Make sure no matter what, he's in range of Open, in range of your village, and has that 5 times Avatar Wrath thing, and then realistically just try and find one where he's kind of in the middle of the map. And I think, boom, this is the guy to go for. We get the Avatar Wrath here. We're going to go for the Heart of the Oak now, just because he's only an extra $380, and I'm just got a maxed out 5th tier tower now, but we're basically good. That's all we really need. At this point, though, I can buy whatever the heck I want. I've already got a lot of magic monkeys, so if I really want to push myself to the next limit here, one thing that I kind of like to do, even though it's not a necessity, is I like to just get the MIB. Boom, get that guy. Now for sure, all my towers have DDT pop power, including this ninja and all that stuff. I think my best bet is actually just to go for a straight up Archmage. You know, he's one of those weirder towers in the game that I just like. I don't know why I like him so much. I just like him. If I'm ever like, I'm not sure what I'm going to buy, go Archmage. Or at least 4th tier. I think that's one great thing about him, is the 4th tier Arcane Spike is also really, really good. You know? So don't underestimate that guy. But the amount of balloon damage we're going to get now is insane. I know it's a little overkill on the Alchemist. I know it seems overkill on the Druids, but it's really not. Everything just works out in the end. So, really fast, I kind of want to get you guys thinking really quick about the universe and kind of the vastness, the giganticness of the universe. All right, it's very weird because when you talk about anything in terms of the universe, numbers just don't really get the vastness, the immenseness, the giganticness of space. So, when we think about things, we're like, well, how? Just think about like life. Like if you had to, I live in the United States, so if I had to travel 1,000 miles all the way to, you know, somewhere in like the middle of Texas or maybe like the East Coast, the West Coast, like all of them are like roughly 1,000 miles away, just rough, okay, completely unbelievably rough. Any which way I go, I can travel all the way down to the south of the United States, all the way to the east, all the way to the west, about 1,000 miles away. It's kind of cool, right? I'm like the central hub of the United States. It's kind of fun, right? I live near Chicago. When you think about it, you're like, 1,000 miles seems like a long time. And I'm in the car for just, again, using rough numbers here, 10 hours in the car. Even if I'm taking a plane ride, and we're talking like 2 hours here. All right, it's freaking huge. Huge amount of time here. Now, what's crazy is you think, okay, well, what if I could tell you that light could get there in a fraction of a second? All right, I don't have the exact number here, but I'm going to guess 1/50th of a second. All right, maybe 1/100th of a second. Now, if I asked you, okay, well, light really freaking fast, obviously. Well, how long does it take you to get from the sun to the Earth? It's about 8 minutes. 8 minutes. All right, guys? And that's a long freaking time here. So there we go. We're going to go Archmage, baby. Clean these guys up. Round 100 here, no problem. Now, just to talk about our solar system. And we're talking about, you know, roughly like a couple hours to get through to the end of the solar system, basically. Of anything of real value here. A couple hours of light speed. Man, I shouldn't even have started this conversation, man. We're running out of time way too freaking fast. About 8 minutes to get to Earth. Roughly a couple hours to get to the end of the solar system. But even just to get to the nearest star, we're talking about 4 years. 4 years at light speed. That 1,000 miles that takes us 10 hours, they can get to in 1/100th of a frickin' second. But now getting to the nearest star, 4 years, going from less than a second to not minutes, not hours, not days, but not even a year, but years. I mean, that's so frickin' long, man. And I can't even go on because the vastness of space is just absolutely insane. The amount of nothingness that is there is wild. Maybe I'll continue this in a future video, but for now, I'm going to leave you guys on that. Light is extremely fast, but also helps us give a rough idea of what the universe really looks like. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed my video, make sure you press that like button for me. Subscribe if you have not, and of course, have a super duper delicious day.